What's up, guys? Mark from DSN here. And I just logged into the eBay account again. And we have two listings, both listed yesterday. And I think it's interesting what I'm seeing and what's happening, right? Again, I'm going a little slow because I want you guys to understand every step of what's going on. So if you want to learn to drop ship on any platform, subscribe to my fucking channel. So let me get into it and explain what I see and how I think about these things. And then, the fuck? Alright, this shit is too tight. Yeah, let me just show you what I see, and then I'll show you how to do a sponsored or it's not, it shows up as sponsored listings or promoted listing, right? So first of all, I listed these two items yesterday. This one was a sponsored listing because, as I mentioned before, sponsored listings is where the game is going to be at, right? It's interesting because the item already has 50 views and 3 watchers, so that's interesting. Like, usually I try to get like 1 view an hour, and I'm at 2 views an hour, and this item has a 14% margin on $270. So that's actually pretty good. I'll make like 30 bucks. But let me show you where I found it. So what I find interesting is that I sniped a sponsored listing, right? This is a sponsored listing. Someone else is selling. Is that the same seller? Is that the same item? It may be the same item. Let me just see. Epic buys. Yeah, it's the same item. So I sniped an item that's sponsored and it's sold a number of times. So my plan was to snipe it and then do a sponsored listing. I'm still going to do it, right? Because I'm going to show you guys how to do this. But I just find it interesting that although I sniped it expecting to do a sponsored listing, it's still getting traffic without me doing the actual sponsored listing yet. It's still getting, we got 50 views, 3 watchers, so that's really good, right? So let me just show you how to do the promoted, well, it's called promoted listing here on eBay. It shows up as sponsored listing in the fucking eBay search. So promoted listing, create your first campaign. Select listing individually. What happens, like right after I did this, I listed the item. I tried to do it and it didn't show up. So this is the one I want to do. Sure, recommended. So there's nothing recommended. This is blocking the shit. So I chose that, set ad rate. So the ad rate is a percentage, right? Is a percentage of how much you're selling the item for. So when it sells, I will be charged, right? So they're actually showing you what the trending rate is for that category, for that item. So they're actually suggesting what the trending rate is. What price, I mean, what percentage you should use. So I'm going to bump it a bit up. I'm going to bump it to 7.5%, right? Hit preview, test. Let me just change this to test, home and garden, 7.5. Because I may be able to apply this to other listings. Let me see. Yeah, so it's going on forever. I agree and hit launch. And now that listing will not only show up in eBay search normally, but it should show up as a sponsored listing, right? So let's see a promoted listing. So let's see if it usually takes a little while, but I'm curious to see if it would show up quickly. So yeah, so it hasn't shown up yet, because this is my regular listing, right? I'm waiting for it to show up as sponsored. But guys, now you know how to do a fucking sponsored listing. I will show you the effect of it. Again, I'm going very slow. This is more for the beginners. So subscribe to my fucking channel. Look in the description. I have a free training and free mastermind group. Have a good one, guys. Later.